Hello, my little lambs. Welcome to Mrs. Lamb's bedtime story of the night. Are your teeth brushed? Are your pajamas on? Are you all snuggled up, nice and cozy in your bed? Good. Take a slow, sleepy breath in and a gentle breath out. And before we begin, if you and your little one enjoy these cozy bedtime stories, don't forget to subscribe to Mrs. Lamb's Bedtime Stories so you never miss a new adventure. Well, all right then. Let's get to tonight's story. Jasmine and the Wishing Willow. Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village surrounded by forests and wildflowers, there lived a kind little girl named Jasmine. Jasmine loved collecting tiny treasures from nature. Smooth stones, pretty feathers, funny-shaped acorns, leaves in every color imaginable. Her grandmother always smiled and said, "The smallest treasures often hold the biggest surprises." Jasmine wondered if that could really be true. One quiet evening, after brushing her teeth and putting on her soft lavender pajamas, Jasmine noticed something shining outside her bedroom window. A tiny silver willow leaf drifted gently through the moonlight. Instead of falling to the ground, it floated as if it wanted her to follow. Curious, Jasmine slipped on her slippers and quietly stepped outside. The glowing leaf danced along the woodland path until it reached the biggest willow tree Jasmine had ever seen. Its long branches shimmered with thousands of glowing silver leaves. "It's beautiful," Jasmine whispered. "It certainly is." Jasmine looked down. Standing beside one of the great roots was a tiny hedgehog, wearing a moss-green vest and an acorn cap. He smiled warmly. "My name is Bramble. I'm Jasmine." "I know," the little hedgehog said with a bow. "The Wishing Willow has been waiting for you." "For me?" Bramble nodded. "Every night, this magical tree catches the kind wishes children make before they fall asleep." Jasmine looked up into the glowing branches. "So every leaf is a wish?" "That's right." Just then, a silver leaf drifted quietly to the ground. Then another and another. Their beautiful glow faded almost as soon as they landed. Bramble sighed. "They're not supposed to fall." "What's happening?" "The willow is losing its magic." Jasmine frowned. "Can we help?" "I was hoping you'd ask." Bramble gently touched the tree. A tiny wooden door appeared in the trunk. Its golden acorn handle sparkled in the moonlight. Together, they stepped through. Inside, Jasmine discovered a magical underground garden filled with glowing flowers, crystal ponds, and floating silver seeds that sparkled like tiny stars. "It's wonderful," she whispered. "These are tomorrow's wishes," Bramble explained. "They're waiting for the willow to send them into the sky." As they explored, Jasmine noticed something wasn't right. Half the flowers had already closed. The floating wish seeds were growing dim. The magical garden was slowly losing its light. At the center stood a crystal bowl holding only one tiny drop of shimmering water. "What is this?" Jasmine asked. "The heart spring," Bramble replied quietly. "It gives the Wishing Willow its magic." "But it's almost empty." Jasmine carefully knelt beside the bowl. The last silver drop shimmered gently. She closed her eyes and listened. At first, there was only silence. Then she heard something very faint. Children laughing. The sound floated through the glowing roots like a gentle breeze before disappearing. Jasmine opened her eyes. "I heard laughter." Bramble looked surprised. "You did?" She nodded. I think the willow is trying to tell us something. Just then, the final silver drop rippled softly. A gentle voice echoed through the underground garden. Follow the forgotten song. The glowing flowers became still. The floating wish seeds paused in the air. Jasmine looked toward a winding tunnel disappearing beneath the great roots. Somewhere ahead, a forgotten song was waiting. She smiled at Bramble. I think our adventure is just beginning. Bramble grinned. I was hoping you'd say that. Jasmine and Bramble looked at one another. The underground garden had become so quiet that Jasmine could hear the tiny silver wish seeds floating gently through the air. Then, a soft melody drifted through the winding tunnel ahead. It was gentle, peaceful, almost like someone humming a bedtime lullaby. Do you hear it? Whispered Jasmine. Bramble smiled. The forgotten song. Together, they followed the beautiful melody deeper beneath the Wishing Willow. The glowing roots stretched above their heads like sparkling ribbons. Tiny crystal flowers lined the path. Soon, they reached a peaceful little clearing. In the middle stood a small willow tree with silver branches that swayed without any breeze. Perched on one of its branches was a tiny robin with golden feathers. Around its neck hung a little silver music box. The robin looked very sad. Hello, Jasmine said kindly. The robin looked up. Oh, hello. My name is Jasmine, and I'm Bramble. The robin gave a tiny bow. My name is Lark. Were you singing? Jasmine asked. Lark nodded. I used to sing every night. My song helped guide children's wishes to the Wishing Willow. What happened? Bramble asked gently. Lark looked down. One evening I forgot part of my song. I became worried that I wasn't good enough. So I stopped singing altogether. Jasmine felt sad for the little robin. My grandma always tells me that we don't have to be perfect. We just have to do our best. Lark looked up hopefully. You really think so? Jasmine smiled. I do. Would you sing with us? Lark took a tiny, nervous breath. He sang one soft note. Bramble began humming. Jasmine quietly joined in. The three gentle voices floated through the cavern together. Suddenly, one little silver bell hanging from the willow tree chimed. Then another. Then another. The music grew warmer and brighter. Tiny rabbits hopped into the clearing and gently tapped their feet. Friendly deer stepped from behind the trees. Fireflies circled overhead like glowing lanterns. Even the breeze joined the beautiful melody. Lark smiled. I remember. He sang another line, then another. Soon the entire lullaby returned. The little silver music box around his neck began turning all by itself. Golden stars floated into the air. At that very moment, far away beneath the roots, a deep, gentle rumble echoed through the garden. The heart spring! Bramble exclaimed. Silver water began flowing once again through the glowing roots. The crystal bowl slowly filled until it sparkled with shimmering light. The floating wish seeds danced happily through the air. The silver flowers opened one by one. Above them, the branches of the great Wishing Willow glowed brighter than ever before. Thousands of silver leaves shimmered beneath the moonlight. Not one leaf fell. Children all over the world smiled peacefully as their kind wishes floated gently into the glowing branches. Some wished for a friend who felt lonely. Some wished for a grandparent to feel better. Some wished for their pets to stay safe. And some simply wished that everyone would have sweet dreams. The Wishing Willow caught every single wish. Lark fluttered happily onto Jasmine's shoulder. You helped me remember that the best songs come from the heart. Jasmine smiled. And the kindest wishes do too. Bramble reached into his little vest pocket and pulled out a tiny silver willow leaf. It shimmered softly in his paw. This is for you. Jasmine carefully held the glowing leaf. What does it do? Bramble smiled. Whenever you make a kind wish for someone else, it will glow to remind you that kindness has a way of spreading, just like the branches of a willow tree. Jasmine tucked the little leaf safely into her pajama pocket. Together, they walked back through the glowing tunnel, past the crystal ponds, past the sparkling flowers, past the floating wish seeds. Soon, they reached the tiny wooden door once again. As Jasmine stepped outside, the cool night breeze welcomed her back to the peaceful forest. The Wishing Willow shimmered beautifully beneath the stars. Its silver leaves danced gently in the breeze. Bramble gave Jasmine a warm smile. Thank you for helping save the willow. I'll come visit again, Jasmine promised. I'll be waiting. The little hedgehog tipped his acorn cap before disappearing beneath the great roots. Jasmine quietly walked home beneath the moonlit sky. When she climbed back into bed, she placed the tiny silver willow leaf on her bedside table. Its warm glow filled her room with a peaceful light. Outside, the Wishing Willow gently swayed beneath the stars, catching the kind wishes of children everywhere. Jasmine closed her eyes. She smiled, and soon she drifted into the deepest, coziest sleep imaginable. She dreamed of glowing willow trees, kind little hedgehogs, singing robins, floating wishes, and silver leaves dancing softly beneath the moon. And that, my little lambs, is the story of Jasmine and the Wishing Willow. Now it's time to close your eyes. Maybe tonight, one of your kind wishes will float gently up to the Wishing Willow and become a glowing silver leaf, shining brightly beneath the stars. Take one more slow, sleepy breath in and out. Good night, brave dreamer. If you enjoyed tonight's bedtime story, we'd love to have you join us again. Be sure to subscribe to Mrs. Lamb's Bedtime Stories so you never miss a brand new magical bedtime adventure. Sleep well, sweet dreams.
See you in my dreams.